welcome to At Home today. We're so glad you joined. It's always good when the family comes, particularly today, because what we're doing today is all about family. If you're part of a family that loves you and you spend holidays and just any days together, you're a blessed person. Because there's many people that don't have families, and we that do need to make sure that we include those that don't, because you know what? When it all boils down at the very end, we're part of the human race and we're all family. And when you learn those family values, you know, sitting at my table when I was a child, we learned to respect one another's opinions. My brothers maybe didn't agree with what I said and I didn't agree with them, but we learned to respect each other and your opinion. And just because you don't agree with me doesn't mean that I have to hate you. Oh, no, no, no. You tolerate one another. You learn to work together as a team. That's what family is. And somebody who really knows all about family is my very special guest today. His name is Jerry Countouris. He's been here before, and we always love when he comes to crew. Everybody's happy because he's a good cook. He's got a great restaurant. He and his brothers, it's a family restaurant. And the reason why it works and the reason why we always are so proud to take friends with us when we go is because family comes first, and serving you as a customer coming in the door is really, really special and important to them. Plus, I love the way he treats his staff. I can see people that have been there for years and years, cooks that have been there since 1970-something. I mean, you have to treat people right for them to stay with you that long. And that's part of how you treat your family, where you work, where you live, who you associate with, your church family. It's all important. Family is what it's all about today. So stay with us, because I've asked Jerry to do some of my favorites when I go to the restaurant, and he's agreed to do two of the dishes that, I mean, everybody I introduce them to, they order them again and again. And so when we get back right after the hint, we're going to start, and Jerry Countouris from Drew's Restaurant in Forest Hills, PA, is my very special guest. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Here's today's at-home hint. The microwave toasts nuts, breadcrumbs, and coconut in a quarter of the time it takes in a conventional oven. Spread them out on a plate and heat on high for 2 to 3 minutes, stirring every minute. Keep in mind that they will continue to heat for about a minute after removal.
If you have an at-home hint, a favorite recipe, or just a friendly greeting you'd like to share, we'd like to hear from you. Post it in the comments of this video or visit our Facebook page.
Here he is, straight from Drew's. Jerry, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, it's so nice to see you.
It's nice to be here.
You know what? You know why I like him here? Because he's like me. We enjoy talking about food, preparing food, making food, because that's your whole life, really, huh?
It is.
From the restaurant, and your mother and dad, they're great cooks.
Absolutely. My mother was an awesome cook.
She's been here with us a couple of times. She was on and cooked. She did.
Sure, sure. And watching her hands and watching her cook.
Yeah.
And my father also was a tremendous cook. He would always make special meals for everyone.
Unusual things, huh?
Sure.
Because Paul and I would go in and we'd be sitting down. He'd say, wait, I'll be back. Wait, and he'd come back with a beet salad or something he had made. It would always be so good. Well, you can't help but enjoy food when you come from that background.
That's right.
Family, right?
Family.
That's what we're talking about. And I know that your brothers, two brothers, and Jerry have Drew's Restaurant. Tell us about Drew's. Where did that name come from?
Well, that was, we named it after my brother that passed away. I had a brother that died in 1982 from Wolff's Parkinson syndrome, which is a detached nerve ending to the heart.
Wow.
And he died in his sleep.
How old was he?
He was 21 years old.
Jeez, what a loss. Oh,
Yeah.
my. So you did it as a tribute to him.
Yep, we did.
And it's still going on today.
It sure is, and you know, we know he's part of it.
Absolutely, absolutely, a big part of it.
A big part of it.
And you know, when a tragedy like that happens in your family, it pulls you together, because that's how you survive, right?
Well, we were very together back then,
Yeah,
and it
I'm
just
sure.
Cemented us.
Absolutely. Well, loss makes you realize what you have too, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does. All right, one of my favorites, and you have to do this when you go to Drew's, and if you haven't been there, you got to go, is chicken fingers. No, he doesn't do the whole hand, he only does the fingers, but they are so good. Jerry shows how to do it.
Well, first we have fresh chicken breast that we're going to use,
Okay.
and we'll sprinkle a little bit of salt.
So this is not frozen. You don't get these strips out of the freezer. You make these fresh every time they're ordered, right?
Absolutely. What you do is you can take piece of chicken breast, pound it out, and slice it into the little strips.
Strips, okay, just like that.
What you got to remember, though, is make sure that you're using sanitation when you work with the chicken.
With raw chicken, you have to, huh?
A lot of people don't know that.
I know.
What we're going to make here is the egg wash, and we're going to break 2 eggs in here.
There we go. So this is kind of like, what do you call that, your breading station or something like that?
Right, exactly. Huh? And this is buttermilk that we're putting in.
Buttermilk, okay.
Right. And so...
okay. So you're just going to
we'll whip that together.
Okay. That buttermilk has a thicker consistency than regular milk. And I think it makes stuff stick better.
And it really does stick really, really well. And it just, with the chicken, it doesn't add a lot of flavor to it. And you don't
but
really want to.
But it acts like the paste or the glue for it,
exactly.
So that's good.
So we'll take our strips. And what you want to try to use here is the one wet and one dry technique.
Breading technique, yeah.
Breading technique. So
it means you're keeping this one dry, and that one's going to get wet. Is that right?
No, this one's going to get wet,
this
and this one's going to stay dry.
Okay.
So we're going to do kind of opposite what you thought.
Okay.
But so we put all these pieces in here.
Okay.
And then we'll lay them
into that.
Right into that.
Get rid of that. All right. And just that's plain flour, right?
Plain flour.
You haven't salted or pepper because you put it on there.
We put the salt and pepper on top of them.
Okay.
As they were sitting there. All right. And then
Yummy.
we make sure that we get.
You want me to keep doing this one?
Sure, that would be great.
Because my hands are clean. I've just been.
That would be great.
Okay.
So notice I'm keeping this hand wet.
Right.
This hand dry so I can sprinkle the breadcrumbs over it.
And you have to have one in case the phone rings, right? If the phone rings, you're out of time.
Well, you know, it's really funny. It never fails that when I'm doing something in the kitchen or doing something down at the garage, and my hands are a mess.
Yeah.
The phone rings.
Always. It's like they're waiting. Like they're waiting. Let's see. Is his hands dirty enough yet? Let's call him now.
So once we.
Now what's that? Is that breadcrumb?
These are all breadcrumbs.
That's very fine breadcrumb, isn't it?
Right, and it's made from Mancini bread that we have.
Oh, okay. So you even make the breadcrumbs fresh.
Yes.
Wow.
So breadcrumbs are made fresh. Once we finish them here, we lay them out onto a pan.
Okay.
So that we can use them.
Yeah. Now, you get a big plateful. If you buy these for dinner or the appetizer, I mean, I'm talking about a big plateful. I can never eat them all. I always bring them home and I warm them up because they are so light and delicious. I mean, they're just incredibly good. Okay. Then you're going to brown them, right? We have 3 minutes here, Jer.
Okay. So then we'll take them. And once we've got them in this pan, you can do 2 things. You can take a nonstick pan and spray it. Put them on the nonstick pan.
Okay.
Put them in the oven at 350 degrees. And every 8 minutes, you want to turn them so that you get the browning.
Okay.
Let me wipe my hands off here because I've got...
You got the wet hand going over there.
Well, I got the wet and the dry hand. So we'll put them in the oven.
350?
350, ready to go.
And every so many minutes, you're going to turn them, right?
Right. And we've got also, you can take them and you can deep fry them.
Got them
so
in
we'll
that
throw that
nice hot grease.
In the nice hot grease, and we'll deep fry a couple of them. All right,
Okay.
we can do these later. I'm going to jump to our next dish.
Go ahead, absolutely.
So that...
Let's put that right over here.
Sure. Our next dish is called chicken fiscardo.
Fiscardo. Oh,
And
what does fiscardo mean?
Is a town on the island of Cephalonia, which is where we're from.
Cephalonia, is that where you're from? Okay.
It's on the western side of Greece, and it's a northern town on the island. And I just named it after that when we did it.
Yeah.
So we're going to put olive oil.
Olive oil and butter.
And butter.
That gives you the high heat without burning, right?
Correct.
And these are just chicken breasts, too.
These are just chicken breasts. We're going to lay them in there.
Just the flour on this, no breading.
No
just
breading.
Flour.
Now, you can make this without flour if you wish, for those that are not eating carbs.
Yeah.
I know someone like that.
Yeah, Jerry's been doing a really great job. You're looking great, by the way.
Thanks.
And I
not
know
as good
how
as you,
hard.
though, I'll tell you.
I'll tell you what, and whatever anybody's doing, it's hard. It's difficult to do, but You
so
can.
we've got these sauteing.
Now, should they get real brown?
You want it to get brown before you turn them.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we're going to
Tell
let
us
them
what else
saute.
we have here.
What we have here is feta cheese.
Ooh.
We have heavy whipping cream.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we have salt, pepper, and oregano and lemon. Yeah. So in various
stages. Those are the
stages.
flavors that are really big with Greek cooking is the oregano and the lemon, right?
Absolutely. And
I love those flavors.
We came up with this recipe because everyone likes to eat feta cheese with French fries.
Absolutely.
And oregano. And we thought, well, let's make something that we could dip our French fries in. And then once we did that, we said, wow, I bet chicken breast would taste good with that.
I'll tell you what, and what he's talking about, that dressing, that sauce he's going to make, you want to lick the plate, literally. You don't, but you want to, because you don't want to miss one little drop of it. Those are getting nice and brown.
Those are getting real nice and brown.
And what degree is your oil on?
I have it at 350 degrees.
350, yeah. That makes it nice. So it'll cook through, but not get real brown.
And we can look at the bottom. We can see that they're not quite browned up.
Yeah, they need a little bit more browning.
Right. And you don't want to cook them too fast because you want to make sure the chicken breast cooks all the way through.
Absolutely. Does that go in the oven?
No, not at all.
Everything's on top.
Everything you can cook
nice.
it on top.
Wow. That's a nice quick supper. Now, what would you serve with that?
Well, you can serve rice. You can. It goes very nice with rice because the sauce that we're going to end up with will go really up.
Awesome. Great. Okay, we're going to take a break. We come back more. He's going to finish up the fiscardo and then a dessert you're not going to want to miss. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Do you love watching At Home with Arlene Williams? Then be sure to check out our new YouTube channel. It's filled with classic episodes from over 20 years of At Home, and more videos are added each day. And don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home.
If you're just joining us, you're in for a treat because we've already got these chicken fingers that are so good I can't resist. Plus, he's got chicken fiscardo on that he's browned off the chicken breast. Now what are we doing, Jerry?
Well, we browned the one side, and we're going to throw our feta cheese in.
Now, how much feta? Is that about half a cup? What do you put in?
It's a cup of feta, and we got 4 orders happening here.
Ah.
Okay?
Okay.
We're going to throw that in. We're going to throw a little bit of salt and pepper.
Okay. You don't want to use too much because you got salt in there,
right?
Feta, right? Excuse me, I'm eating.
That's okay. That's why I'm cooking.
So good.
We're going to throw some pepper in on this. And oregano.
Okay. That's a big spice with Greek cooking, I know.
Very much so. You don't want to overdo it with the oregano, but you want to make sure you have enough. So
you can taste it, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
And if you can notice here, the feta cheese is starting to melt.
Oh, my.
Okay, which
That's
is what
really
you want to have
make your
happen.
sauce, right?
Right. That, and then this little thing that we're going to add in here.
Can't be bad.
This
Go
is
for it.
heavy whipping cream.
No wonder I like it.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
So we're just going to let all of this simmer.
Okay. I see you have a lemon there. What do you do with the lemon?
The lemon gets squeezed on top.
Top, okay. Is that at the very end, or is that while
No,
you're
that's
still...
right now.
Right now, okay.
All right, and we'll let all of this just simmer and cook.
Okay.
And while
For how
that's
long?
doing that, until this becomes, the
Real
feta
thick.
cheese melts and this thickens up.
Okay.
So we're going
Shouldn't
to
be a
let that
couple
go.
minutes, huh?
Right.
Okay. Now the dessert.
This is called
Go,
lucumades.
go. Can't wait.
And lucumades is a dessert that actually comes from the western part of Greece.
Okay.
It's really famous from the island that my wife is from, which is the island of Chios.
Okay.
And so we've got our flour.
How much flour is that? About a cup?
That's two
Two
cups of flour.
Okay.
1 package of the yeast.
Okay, dry yeast.
Dry yeast. And we're going to have 1 cup of warm water.
Because that's going to activate the yeast.
Right.
Right? Okay.
Half a cup of milk.
Half a cup. Regular milk, not the heavy
Regular
creamery,
milk.
just regular milk.
We have the sugar, which is 3/4 of a tablespoon.
Because that activates the yeast, right? That
Right.
encourages it to grow.
And it also allows it the mixture to brown when you're frying
okay,
it.
when you're frying them, sure.
Sure, and a little bit of salt
Okay.
and a little bit of olive oil. That's
yet? Okay.
that's at the end.
Oh, look how green that olive oil is. Wow, is that good?
Well, that's good olive oil.
Absolutely, I can tell.
So we'll mix this up.
So you don't have to use a mixer, just with a
No,
whisk, huh?
With a whisk.
Now, I know since it has yeast, it has to rise, right?
Sure does.
How long will that rise?
It'll take an hour to rise, at least. Okay,
So-
depending on how warm your kitchen is.
So what's it going to do, double in its size, kind of?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
And once it rises, and so you'll mix it really well.
Get all
you
the
want to make
lumps
sure
out of
all
it.
the lumps are out of it.
Okay.
So once it's mixed,
Then he's going to show you what he got. Let me get all this out of the way here.
it rises, and you're left with that.
Look at that.
Again, we're going to come back to our chicken here because we don't want to lose it. But you
We
can
don't
see it's starting to thicken up here a little
Thicken
bit.
for sure. Wow.
Okay, and it's all starting
Still,
to
yeah.
simmer and cook right in there. We're going to go over to our grease here.
We're going to grease, haha, not literally, but figuratively. And
And we're going to,
by spoonful?
by
Look,
spoonful,
Now, why are you doing that?
it helps the dough not to stick to the spoon.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, well, it makes
It's
sense.
It's an old
Trick.
trick that the Greek ladies did.
Well, yeah.
Now you take it and then you'll pump it in there.
You just drop it,
Just drop it in
and
there.
that makes the balls. These are honey nut balls, an incredible dessert that you find at Greek food festivals and just great combs that, and they're so good. So incredibly good. You just do it with a teaspoon.
Right.
And then you just, do they cook like a donut would until they float
Exactly.
and then you flip them? Is that how you do
Exactly.
that? Okay, that makes sense. Oh my
We've
goodness.
got a couple of them going there. And then we can take and
You start watching them,
start
turn them
turning
over.
them over.
Huh? Oh boy. Oh. Wow. Look how beautiful they are. They puff right up. That
yes, they do.
yeast
They're
in there.
all air.
Oh, okay. Now I know that you put things on top of that, right?
Right. Traditionally,
Mm-hmm.
they put honey and syrup. And I had the recipe for the syrup. It's 1 part sugar, 1 part water, 1 part honey, with a little bit of cinnamon in it.
Oh, okay, to flavor, yeah.
Right. You can see our fiscardo here.
Beautiful.
Thickening right up
Can't even
with
tell
a
you how
wonderful
good
sauce.
that is. Oh,
You can see that the feta cheese is melted.
it is, and it's thickening the
So
sauce.
we're ready to go here almost.
Now, how
So
long
we'll
do you have to
lower
let that
a little
cook?
bit. Well, how long have we been doing it? A couple
Just
minutes.
a couple
and
minutes,
that's about
yeah.
it.
Is that it?
That's
Okay,
it.
until that chicken's cooked through.
And it's pretty much cooked through.
Okay, now,
We don't
do
wanna
you put
forget-
these out on a paper towel or something?
Yes,
or-
you do. Yes, you put them out on
Okay.
a plate and a paper towel when you're done.
When they're
That'll
brown.
help absorb the.
Yeah. And when we
And
get
you
to
can
the
see they're
table,
getting nice and brown.
he's going to do the honey and the nuts and the cinnamon there because when these are hot and right out of that grease, that's when you want to put that on, right?
That's when you want to eat.
Yeah, I know.
Holy cow.
I know.
I know
Yum.
that they're crunchy on the outside and like air in the
Puffy,
middle.
yeah,
Right.
puffy in the middle. I'm telling you, this is awesome. Okay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to be in the dining room with everything Jerry prepared today. Here's how you can get today's recipes. You don't want to miss them.
Just go to ctvn.org/at-home to get all the recipes from today's show for free. That's right, no subscriptions. They're available online at no cost, and more are being added each day. So join us at ctvn.org/at-home to get today's recipes now.
Look at this table. I am telling you, Jerry, you outdid yourself. But this is what I'm typically used to when I go to Drew's. You always put out wonderful food, beautifully placed on the plate and garnished. And the best part is it always tastes so good. Oh, my. Let's start down there with chicken fingers.
Here's our chicken fingers.
Oh, and tell us about the two sauces you have there, too,
I have a honey mustard sauce.
which we're going to give you the recipe. We didn't have time to make it, but
And
we're
the
gonna
other
give-
one is our famous horseradish sauce that we have at the restaurant.
No recipe.
Unfortunately, that's a secret recipe.
That's all right. We understand. Then next to that is chicken fiscardo. Tell us.
That's the chicken fiscardo, and you can see the sauce and how the cheese melted
I'm telling you.
and how it all came together.
That is so tender, you literally cut it with a fork. I'm serious. And then you even said like you put some rice with it, so we have a nice bowl of rice here that we would lay with that, or a baked potato is good with that, or people eat fries. I mean, anything and everything. Next to it, Jerry just brought us a typical Greek salad. Look at that salad. If you order a Greek salad at Drew's, that's what you're going to get. Everything and anything, and a wonderful, is that balsamic?
It's balsamic vinaigrette. We make all our dressings are homemade.
And they are awesome. They are so good. And of course, right next to that is
Lucumades.
Lucumades. Modest. Okay, but they're honey nut balls, and I'm telling you, I have been snitching on them. They're best when they first come out of the grease when they're hot.
Oh, when my mother made them, we would stand right next to her, and she was terrified because it's made with grease.
Hot, yeah.
And they were coming out hot, and we just wanted to have them right away.
Honest to goodness, you just drizzle the honey over top and some cinnamon, right?
Right.
And then a few walnuts, and when they're hot, they are as light, they're lighter than a donut. You know, sometimes that heaviness of a donut hits you all at once. This, it doesn't happen. They are so light, they're delicious. And then Jerry wonderfully brought us some sides of French fries, which are always good at Drew's. And then he brought this. This is another thing that I go there for. This is zucchini. Now, we've all had zucchini places, but not like you have there. He does this fresh, and it's the same batter as what?
As the chicken fingers.
The same process.
Same process.
The buttermilk, the flour of the buttermilk, and the breadcrumb.
Absolutely.
These are so tender, they're delicious. And the only thing's missing at this table is you. Be sure to join us the next time. It wouldn't be the same without you. Thanks, Jer. Bless
Thank you.
See you next time.
Furnishings provided by Levin Furniture, featuring Lane's Country Living Collection. Food provided by Jordan Banana Company, wholesalers of fresh fruit and vegetables in Trevosburg, Pennsylvania.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home. Thank you for watching.
Cornerstone Television wishes to thank all our faithful viewers whose consistent prayers and financial support have made this program possible.